one of the areas that was hit hardest in Kentucky is certainly Frankfort.
Right, just down the hill from the governor's mansion, Connie, as you know, historic downtown Frankfort. Frankfort also tragically was the home of one of the first fatalities in Kentucky, that 9-year-old little boy, Gabriel Andrew, who was heading to his bus stop, and he was swept away by flood waters. We want to pick up on the recovery effort today on this Saturday. WHS 11's Isaiah Kim Martinez and our senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton are back in Frankfort covering the follow-up. And Isaiah, do you have a current count on the number of homes that have been destroyed or damaged down there?
Doug, 514 homes damaged and counting. That's from the Franklin County Judge Executive, and I want to actually show you. This is a church building right here. You can see just along these lines where the floodwaters rose to. You can see the staining going all the way up about 10-12 feet here. This is the side of Bellepoint Community Church. Of course, I talked to them today, and they are devastated with what the inside looks like. You mentioned the homes damaged, 514 and counting, dozens destroyed, 5 condemned just last night, and streets like these looking unrecognizable to just a few days ago. Drone video from Bellepoint Community Church shows their place of worship in Frankfort underwater. Tomorrow will be the first service since all the floods hit.
Yes.
What's going to be the message?
God's alive. He's going to pull us through this.
5 days later, church leaders bring us inside.
It destroyed everything that we have.
Pastor F.D. Robinson.
So you can actually see, you can feel actually where it was.
Oh my, it's
still wet.
A flood this bad hasn't hit the Frankfort community in nearly 50 years when Robinson was a boy. Franklin County's Judge Executive Michael Mueller telling us 514 homes are affected, dozens destroyed. At Bellepoint Community Church, priceless family heirlooms are ruined.
Our piano player, her father bought her that piano in 1997. It's unrepairable, and he's passed on since. The sad part is we didn't have flood insurance. We're a very small congregation.
Our Sky 11 drone shows the stark difference between downtown Frankfort now and what it looked like Monday, submerged just after the Kentucky River crested. The floodwaters have receded, leaving behind a devastating reality. Livelihoods changed.
All my printing equipment was all through here. It's all was underwater. Watch your step.
Chris Mays, who owns this tattoo shop and the clothing store next door, estimating at least $100,000 in losses.
Yeah, oh yeah, easy.
We showed you the photos from earlier in the week.
The water line's about right there.
Now Mays is having to rebuild from the inside out.
I don't have time to think about how I feel. I got to get to it.
His family relying on him financially.
In Christ, all or nothing. That's really, 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 and truthfully the only thing I have to stand on is that trust, to know that there's something that's going to come from this.
Just trying to see what's salvageable about it.
We introduced you to Bert Brown on Monday, who had to kayak to his home.
The mud is just almost undefeated.
The floors now caked with dirt.
I see where it's about, about hip high or so. And so, yeah, I'm imagining that's going to have to all go.
The floodwaters got so high in this neighborhood, a garbage can now seen in the trees. Back at the church, we see signs of hope.
I called a gentleman that used to run a construction crew, and I said, is there anything you can do for us? We'll pay you what little bit of money we have, which we don't have a great deal of money. And he said, pay me. He said, aren't we all in this together?
Frankfort Strong.
That really touched me because we are all in this together.
And Doug, Connie, I had one homeowner actually tell me that they've been forced to move right here. And I believe we just started hearing me now. We actually had one homeowner text us saying that they, at this point, have to move from their homes because of some of that damage. We know FEMA reports or reports of damage have been sent to FEMA by the governor. They're just waiting to hear back, I believe, from the president is what I'm hearing right now. There have been as many as 200 water rescues here. This recovery in this community is going to take months. Doug, Connie.